Alright, time now is 1:42 p.m. on August 4th. Yeah, I slept from like 4:45 to I don't know, 1:30-ish. I actually woke up at like 12:30, but I decided to lay on my bed for a while. Um, yeah, had like a dream, but it was so messy. I don't even know if I had a dream or not. It was very messy and yeah, I don't know. Today I'm gonna stay at home the whole day. Nothing to think about, nothing to worry about, I guess. I still haven't resent my email to the copyright person, so I'm gonna do that. Hopefully get a response. I should really actually start looking into storage warehouses and Airbnb. I'm gonna do some exercises today because why the fuck not? I still look really skinny. I'm still really insecure about my body. It's been 4 years since I started doing exercises, and I still look like shit. I would have looked worse if I hadn't done any exercises. So I should keep doing that shit. I'm gonna lift weights. This clothes washing juice bottle is actually perfect for lifting weights. It's not super heavy, but it's heavy enough for me to lift. Um, and I guess that's it. That's it for today. Maybe I'll go to Ralph's. But I also don't want to spend any money. But I don't know. Every time I open my fridge, I just think to myself, like, what the fuck should I eat today? So yeah, probably that. I should also probably start planning out my meals because I have to clean up tons of food before I leave. Um, that's it for today. Nothing else. It's both cool and uncool how nowadays I'm so idle and I have nothing to do. Um, and everything felt kind of unimportant. One sentence that constantly springs to my mind is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever was the sentence that Leslie was gonna finish before she went to the Uber doesn't matter. Whatever she's up to now doesn't matter. You know, nothing matters. Nothing matters anymore. So yeah, I mean that's that. I think the only thing that I really have going is the documentary, and then yeah. I forgot to mention one interesting drama bit, and that is Liana went to a USC film set for some fucking reason. And for some reason, when she told them that she worked on Ends and Means, the people were like, oh my god, Ends and Means? The infamous Ends and Means? Where all this crazy shit went down. So apparently, we're growing more and more infamous. It's really weird and interesting. But, yeah, that's that. Really, really nothing else. I also don't know what Benny means by Leslie's Boy Toys. That made her sound like a dominant, gothy, mommy, sadistic, cute girl, which is so fucking cool, but I just don't want to hear any more about that. Um, yeah, I guess I look forward to hanging out with Thomas tomorrow. I don't even know. I don't even know. Yeah, I guess I'm also gonna read manga, draw a little bit, work on my feature film script here and there, and that's pretty much it for today. All right, time now is 10:34 p.m. Time really flew by today. I really didn't do much, and it's already 10 fucking p.m. I'm gonna do some exercises now, then take a quick shower, and then I will cook myself some Japanese curry rice, which is gonna be great because I'm hungry, and I didn't eat a lot for breakfast and lunch. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just spent like maybe 1.5 hours looking at footage from my film 33 again. and I was again like sucked in. And the more I watch those footage, the more I find new intricacies. They're all really dense. They're all just, there's so much to chew on. And the more I watch those videos, the more new things I find out happening in the background. There's just so much to analyze with every single shot. It's actually absolutely insane. So yeah, it's actually really really crazy, and there are even a few shots where it would be like Leslie doing something, like I would film her and she would put her hand over the camera lens, but in a jokey way. There's another moment where she grabbed a battery from the camera room and she like pointed the battery at the camera again, like interacting with me in a jokey way. It's just so crazy how, like, even after the confession, even during the shoot, there were still moments where it was really nice between us. But that's like the last few times she's ever been nice to me. The last time she's ever been nice to me was the editing bay incident where I and her have a conversation at the editing bay, but that's it. Fuck. Oh, people gotta go. People come, people go, and I really need to let her go. I really need to. I think I'm letting her go. I think I'm going through the process really well. Also, more acne. Fucking hell. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's pretty much it. I'm gonna do some push-ups and sit-ups right now. I'm gonna have a really, really good dinner, hopefully. I'm gonna watch another movie tonight, and I'll be hanging out with Thomas tomorrow. And yeah, Thomas texted me a little bit, asking me when and where to hang out. He said he asked me if I know anyone in consultant management. I don't know what the fuck that means. And then he just named a list of companies, and I'm like, bro, I have no idea what you're talking about. He said he wants to pivot his career to consultant management, so he doesn't want to do film anymore. This is so fucking funny. It's so funny. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm legit, looking forward to going back to Hong Kong. This is actually a similar feeling. You know how in October of 2021, I slowly transitioned from, oh, marry this, marry that, adventure here, adventure there, to, okay, let's focus on getting to USA. Let's focus on getting to the USA and focus on the new life. I am sort of experiencing the same thing, and I know I'll be coming back to LA, but it'll be different when I come back in 2024. It'll be different because that's USC, that's a new life, that's a whole new set of characters, it's a new chapter. But I really look forward to going back to Hong Kong, like, just, yeah, I really, really, really look forward to going back to Hong Kong. Like, I realize that I don't even know how scripts are written in Hong Kong films. Like, I've written scripts in Cantonese, but they are not in proper Hong Kong format. What is even the format in Hong Kong scripts? Is there even one? Like, I want to know. I want to help out on a final year project so that I can learn that way. Like, it would be fucking awesome. And I just want to just leave Leslie and everyone else behind. I just want to leave them all behind. I just want to say, just fuck it, just go. Just doesn't matter anymore. Just does not matter anymore. It just doesn't. I really don't expect to see her ever again, and that's all for the better. And sometimes I hold out hope, especially before I make the decision to leave LA. Sometimes I hold out hope, like, oh, maybe it's, it's cool. Maybe it's maybe I'm gonna go back to CMD and I'll run into Leslie and we'll have, a nice conversation, and maybe she'll like me a little more again. But you know what? Nah, fuck that. Let's not look back. Let's not do that. It's not gonna help. Again, like I said many times, if Leslie offers to like be in a relationship with me again, I will just say no. I'll just downright say no. And I highly doubt that she will do that anyways. And again, you have to admit that there was a moment in May and April where I and Leslie were so close, where we would speak to each other once every 2 to 3 days, and every time we see each other, we would laugh together, we would joke. I phone called her at some point in early May, I believe. And I wonder how many guys have done that with Leslie. Not a lot. I don't think so. I'm confident that I'm one of the few guys she's ever been that close with. Like, I don't think she's gonna. I don't know. Like, before me, I don't know how many guys were she that close with. And I know she's like bi, so she's also close with girls. But what are even the girls are she's close with? You know, her roommate, they hang out, but that's because it's her roommate. Crystal, well, that's because it's her mother figure. Like, yeah, not a lot, really, not a lot. So I did something. I achieved something. At least there's that. At least I should be really proud of it. And again, like, I feel like I remember not too long after the confession, I even said like, hey, if she says no, or even actually before the confession, I was like, hey, if she said no, it's fine, because I already like got most of what I wanted from her. No, I think it was after. Like I already shared a vape with her. She hugged me. She fucking grabbed me by the waist. I think, yeah, I think that's like the best I've ever gotten. I shouldn't even fucking complain. Shouldn't even complain. So yeah. All right. Time now is 12:10 afternoon on August 5th. Um, yeah, I slept from 5 a.m. to 11, but I laid on my bed until 12. So, yesterday was not productive, like at all. I did exercises, but right now my shoulders are not sore at all. Even though last night it felt really tired, but now it's not sore, and that's an issue. It needs to feel sore, so maybe next Monday I'll do some exercises again. I'll just do it as much as possible without breaking myself so that I can be as buff as possible. So that's that. But yeah, yesterday was not productive at all. I ended up not doing any house searching. I ended up not doing anything. Wasn't able to edit a college video, and I couldn't watch any anime, and I only watched the first half an hour in Guardians of the Galaxy, or the first 40 minutes, and then I'm done. I have to go to bed. I just spent so much time looking at Film 33 footage and editing a little test clip. I edited a test clip for the documentary for day 4, and then it crashed. And then I re-edited the whole thing again. But, yeah, fuck. I really should get on with my time management. Like, even though I have nothing to do nowadays, um, yeah, I still need some time management, do I? Um, so yeah, that's that. So, because of that, I can't do a review for Guardians of the Galaxy this morning. So I probably can't even do the review at all today because after I come back home later tonight, it'll going to be late. So today I'm going to be hanging out with Thomas. Yeah. Hopefully we go somewhere interesting, chat, whatever. It's stupid, but at least I get to go somewhere. And then yeah, and then that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for today. There are some cleaners outside my room right now. That's why I woke up at 11, is because they knocked on the door and they were like, "Triple cleaning," and that immediately woke me up. And that's interesting because they're cleaning the other rooms means that new roommates will be coming in. So, how many roommates have I had already? Like in this apartment alone? Like, it's quite crazy. We got the first person was the Canadian guy, Jared, and then there was what was her name? Cindy, the African woman, and then after that it was Meg, who lived very briefly for a month, the white woman, and then it was Jacob, the Chinese guy, and then it was Candace and her boyfriend Michael. So I've lived through 7 roommates already, so that's quite fucking crazy. But yeah, you know, real excited to go back to Hong Kong. I really am. I was my cousin and my aunt and my mom was there, and I was just not very happy. But in a funny way, I accidentally got a paper cut and I started going off on a rant, and I even swore. Like, I used a lot of Cantonese swear words, and I made a whole rant, and my cousin kept laughing. I talked about how I'm bleeding so much from my paper cut, I can build iron with it. I can make Iron Man. I can build an Iron Man suit out of it. And my cousin started laughing. But yeah. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I've been thinking about Benny saying Leslie having boy toys. Like, it's potential that I could be one of them. And I don't know whether to be proud of this or not, because I was toyed around. Like, I know I'm kind of a masochist and I like being dominated by an aggressive girl and stuff, but also at the same time, I don't want to be just a weakling, you know? Like, I am smart and shit. I don't know, but I think, again, like, there's nothing to be discussed here. The best way to move forward is just ignore her forever. Forever. Until I die. So, yeah. Yeah, probably. Probably. Whoa, that's pretty recent.
What do you take after?
I don't even know.
I know, I got yelled at when I mixed up you and yuan. Like a lot.
Start munching.
Are you putting it on Instagram?
Nope, this is not for Instagram. Wow. Sigo make here. I don't know what flag is that. Ooh.屌，點解着黑色長褲？燒死人！ OK， 呢度係唔影得相嘅。Alright, I just got back from Ralph's. This is what I got. Salmon. I got pork bits. I got a couple oranges. I got pork chops. And then I got some peach gummy that I've never tried before. And then finally, the alcohol spray. Oh my god, I have no storage space. So time now is 11:27 p.m. I just finished watching Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Let's wrap it up today. Again, it's 11 p.m. It's 11:30 p.m. and I still haven't had dinner, which is a bit of a bummer, but hopefully in the future I'll fix my sleep schedule. Hopefully today I fix my sleep schedule, because tomorrow morning I have to wake up extra early at 7:45 to go to church, which means nothing. I'd rather not go, but it's also good to maintain relationships. Also, it's good to go out and meet people, so yeah. But anyways, today has been a little bit interesting, I guess, just a tiny bit. I met up with Thomas, and I didn't I can't watch a movie or film any reviews in the morning. So the only thing I could do was really to edit Japan videos. So I actually spent a little time, maybe like 15 minutes, editing some Japan vlogs, making thumbnails. After that, Thomas has arrived. I left. And Thomas essentially told me that he's about to leave soon. In late August, like August 26th, apparently. He has a very specific date. On August 26th, he has to leave. He has to go to the East Coast, whether it be New York or Boston. But he has to leave, and God knows if he will ever come back to LA. And I asked him if he has hung out with Liam already, and he said yes, and that's probably the last time he will ever hang out with Liam ever. And this time, today, is actually probably going to be the last time he'll ever hang out with me, or the second last. Forever, unless he comes back to LA for some magical reason. And for some magical reason, I'm not busy, and for some magical reason, I want to see him. So, I'm not sad at this point, because A, I've never trusted, or I've never really, super duper like him a lot anyways. But also, I have faced so many, deaths already that I just don't really care that much anymore. But you know what? It's good to hang out for one last time, or the second last time. And so he asked me where do I want to go to eat food, and I said, it could be Monterey Park, for the good old Hong Kong / Cantonese styled food, or we could have, Korean food in Koreatown, and he said whatever's cheaper. And since it's he's never actually, had Hong Kong styled / Cantonese food in LA before, so he thought that today would be a great day. So I'm like, okay, fine. But the only thing holding me back is tomorrow I'm going to church, and the church folk will probably bring me somewhere similar. But anyways, before that, we drove to Culver City to charge his Tesla, and then we went to Monterey Park, and we went to the wrong restaurant. We went to Delicious Food Corner, and I thought I can't find the one in Monterey Park, so I thought, oh, then it's got to be in Rosemead. So we went to the one in Rosemead, and it's not the same, but it's still okay because the menu's the same. Everyone there speaks Cantonese. Everyone there speaks Cantonese or Mandarin. So I walked in, and Thomas was kind of nervous. Was like, ooh, so today I'm experiencing true Chinese culture and true Hong Kong culture, and I'm like, no. It's at the end of the day, it's still LA. But he started asking me about, oh, so what's the etiquette? Is it the same with Chinese etiquette? Can you order for me? What kind of food are there? So I'm like, fine, whatever. So we rolled in, and I just started off with my fluent Cantonese, and we ordered food. I got myself some. We were originally ordering from the lunch menu, but then it was about to be 3 p.m. and they gave us the tea menu, so fine. So I got myself fried noodles, hor fun, wide noodles with pork with char siu, and then he wanted to get we also got chicken baked cheese tomato sauce rice, and I got lemon tea. He got a red bean ice, and we sort of shared these two dishes. These two dishes are huge. They're super cheap and they're humongous, and I couldn't finish them all. For Thomas, he eats one meal a day, but one meal is huge. So I can't do that shit. If I eat one huge meal a day, I will choke and vomit, and then for the rest of the day, I will feel hungry as hell. I have to eat food at intervals, 3 meals a day. That's my rule. So he ended up eating 60% of all the food. He's not a big fan of the rice, so I ate a bit of the rice, but I couldn't finish it. So he ordered takeout, and he also took the rice with him. And he said he felt bad about eating most of the food, but I'm like, oh, it's fine. But a little bit later, after I came back home today, I had to Zelle him the money, and it's only $14.46. And I thought to myself, okay, given that he's gotten way more food than me, I'm just gonna Zelle him 14.4. That's 6 cents. You know, like, you handle those 6 cents. It's just 6 cents. And he got a little upset. I thought you were paying 14.5. And I'm like, fine. So tried to pay 10 cents to him over Zelle, and it doesn't work. It has to be at least $1. So that's stupid picky. Just take it, 14.4. So fine. Okay, but anyways, right after that, we decided to go on an adventure. Originally, I thought that's a terrible idea because it's hot as hell and it's dry heat. So the moment I step out of his car, I will be burnt like a raisin. I will dry up like a raisin. And it's pretty fucking bad. But Thomas was like, hey, you know, there's actually a temple nearby. And I'm like, oh, is that the Sea Lai Buddhist temple? That's the only temple I know. So we decided to go there. We spent another like 20 something minutes driving from Rosemead to Hacienda Heights, which is really freaking far away. As far away as West Covina, which is crazy far away. So we went there and we arrived at the temple and we got like 40 minutes to walk through the whole thing. And it was very interesting. It's a huge temple. And it's very touristy as well. And I took a bunch of photos and videos and I improv'd, and I realized this would be a great opportunity for me to film like a vlog, like Cantonese speaking vlog for my Cantonese channel. So I did that. Despite running out of storage space hardcore, and Thomas was like, ooh, this, ooh, that. Because Thomas is like Christian, and you know, I don't think I'm Christian. And I'm even worried, like if I post photos of me visiting Buddhist temples onto my Instagram, will the Christians who follow me be like, what the fuck? But who cares? I am me, okay? But yeah, it was really interesting. It's even bigger than like some of the Buddhist shrines I've been to in Hong Kong, I think. Like, I've been to one in Tuen Mun, but that one is a whole monastery. So that's different. But what are the other Buddhist shrines I've been to? The one on the mountain in Shatin, that's smaller, but that one feels way more authentic. The one in Ngongping was kind of a tourist attraction. I mean, so is this one. But anyways, we went, and then we also thought about going to Huntington Gardens, because why not? Let's go to look at, you know, this has become a bit of a location scouting, because at some point I want to make short films in that temple, and also the Chinese garden and Huntington Garden. But it's closed. But we went there anyways. Half an hour, went there, middle of nowhere, and it's in Pasadena, and it's literally nothing. We couldn't go in, and then so he drove me all the way 50 something minutes all the way back to Santa Monica to Ralph's at Wilshire Boulevard. I got some food, and then came back home. That's it. You know, he's playing Christian gospel music on the way every time, and I'm growing really sick of it. So I asked him, do you want me to, can I play my music? And he's like, okay, don't play anything weird or something like that. So I played the most generic mainstream thing ever that I also like. New Jeans, and you know, I was like, okay, might as well play some Cantonese music. So I played a bunch. I played some Cantonese rap, played some Cantonese pop, like synth pop, stuff I like. And he felt frustrated. He's like, okay, this is interesting and all, but this sounds too weird, this is too jumpy. This is, you know, let me listen to English songs again. So he listened to one song, he's like, okay, it's fine now. Play me more Cantonese music, because I want to know what Hong Kongers listen to. So he listens to music not for enjoyment, but to learn. Like, it's all information. It's not, like, enjoyment for him. Which is so, like, so cold of him. He also said he wants to pivot his career to consultant management. I hate how he uses the word pivot. It's so, it's such a cold word to use. And then he also said he wants to work for the government. He wants to work for foreign special office, which is like very him, but okay. But yeah, you know, I played my music again and again, and he's like, no, I just can't. I play instrumental music, and he's like, this is driving me crazy. Like, if I'm not hearing words spoken, this is driving me crazy. It's like, it feels like there's something wrong with the song. So he ended up playing gospel music, and he's singing along to it, and it's so corny, but okay, fine. But yeah, that's pretty much it. He drove me home. I went to the bathroom, took a shower, and watched Guardians of the Galaxy, and that's it. Oh, so again, time management, time management, time management. I'm gonna film a movie review now. Then I'm gonna make dinner, eat dinner. I'm gonna edit some Japan vlog. I think I must handle some of the Airbnb shit. Moving, storage warehouse. And then after that, I'll watch some anime and then I'll go to bed. And then that's it for today. Tomorrow I have to wake up really stupidly early for church, but it's okay. It's okay. And that's pretty much it. I don't know. Yesterday Andrew sent us an email. Saying that essentially reconfirming the schedule for his shoot. And I saw that the email is also sent to Carly and Leslie and Cliff. Also, my laptop is screaming. Jesus Christ. And seeing her name there is just like, oh, not again, you know. But I feel like this will be the perfect conclusion. 2001: A Space Odyssey is not the perfect conclusion. It's very anticlimactic. I think the real best ending is just we both get on set together. Maybe she'll say hi to me. I'll say hi back. If she doesn't, then I won't. I'll just ignore her probably. The same way I ignored her on Ends and Means. But this time the twist is that I don't fucking care anymore. On Ends and Means, I'm ignoring her, but with feelings of love. Like, I'm ignoring her, but I want her to say something to me. I want her to love me and look at me. But this time, I truly don't care anymore. I mean, I do care, but I also don't. So, that's that. And I think it's a perfect ending because whatever happens, if she says hi, I'll just say hi. If she says, how are you doing? I'll say, not much. Fine. And if she ignores me, then I'll ignore her. Whatever the outcome is. It's not that I will come out on top. It's that I will have proven that I'm out of it. I'm done. So, and it's the best for both of us, really. The best for both of us. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And even so, it won't be Andrew's shoot until like 2 freaking weeks later. So the next 2 weeks, I have like nothing to do still. So, yeah, well, that's that. I really don't want to think about her anymore at all. I really look forward to going back to Hong Kong. You know what? I'm going to open the UCLA decision update right now. I just remembered that. But I'm really sure that they still reject me. But, you know, we'll see. Maybe they won't, but I don't care. I'm going to stick with USC anyways. All right, here we go. Carefully reviewed. We're sorry. Okay, there we go. Well, gracias. I think for the first time in my cooking history, I was cooking a bunch of ground meat without these 2 red chunks. I flapped the fucking pan and the fucking ground meat, 1/3 of the meat I was actually cooking, flew out of the air and fucking flopped on the floor. And I grabbed it. I was, for a moment, gonna grab them by hand and threw it back like a fuckwad. But I just threw them away. Alright, time now is 8:02 a.m. on August 6th. Yeah, I am dying. I slept from 3:50 to 7:50. And then I went back to bed and set the alarm to 7:55. Yeah, that's 4 hours and that sucks. and I'm sleepy as hell. But it's I have to admit it's pretty impressive that I went to bed at 3:50 when during the last 2 nights I went to bed at 5 a.m. So that's like a 1 hour 10-minute earlier jump. And I managed to fall asleep quite fast. I really did. I think it's because yesterday I was just really tired. But because of that, I also wasn't very productive again last night. I edited. I was, I'd say maybe 20% done with my Guardians of the Galaxy 3 review editing, and then my laptop fucking crashed again. It crashes so easily. And then I didn't save it magically, and that already happened again yesterday morning when I was editing a Film 33 edit. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'll edit this tomorrow. I'll upload this tomorrow, I'll edit this tomorrow, who cares? I also only ended up watching 2 episodes of an anime instead of 4, but then again, it's really impressive. I finished watching the anime, like 2 episodes of anime at 3:20, immediately took a shower until 3:45, and then just went to bed. But yeah, still, fuck. I really need sleep. I think I'll do a re-sleep today after church. After I go back home, I'll just go to bed again because I'm just so sleepy. Had a small dream where I owned a fancy car and people are trying to sabotage it. So I had to hide it in a parking lot, but I'm driving. Liana's doing graphic design for the documentary, and she's talking about how in the 1960s the Russians and the Greeks have really bad relationship. So when I introduce Gustavo, I shouldn't use Greek music. I should use Brazilian music. And I'm like, yeah, but also the music reflects how I feel about them, not really their nationality. But yeah, that's that. Not much else. I don't think we will do Benny part 2 tomorrow morning. A, I will die because I need to sleep. B, because I don't know. But yeah, that's it for today.
I get it off? Are you guys going to San Diego? I don't want to fight for the check. May you say gracefully.
哪有啊？
那个
这些啊，
一樣
是。
Okay. 點行？
All right, time now is 6:49 p.m. I just woke up. So yeah, went to church. And I arrived quite early. I arrived at around like 8:40, 8:35 a.m. ish. I had like 25 minutes to spare before the sermon begins, so I thought I'm just gonna be sitting at the balcony waiting for the sermon to begin, and I'll just use my phone. It's gonna be nice, a nice chill, whatever. I'll be on my phone. But the church teacher told me to help out with a bunch of other kids at the big gym room to unpack a bunch of glue sticks and pencil sharpeners and erasers. So I'm like, fine. So that's what I did, and it was quiet. I didn't say a word. I just helped unpack a bunch of glue sticks and erasers and pencil sharpeners, and after that I just walked away. Like, church teacher also went away, so I just walked away. And then I went to the sermon, and I was right on time. The sermon began. And I actually did not fall asleep in the beginning. But I low-key expected myself to fall asleep. So I looked down a little bit, and holy shit, halfway through the sermon, I started to fall asleep really, really hard. I was so tired. I was more tired than I'd expected. Um, I was really, really tired. And then also it was cold, and I only wore a very thin, short sleeve shirt. Anyways, the sermon's over. I went down, and then at the main quad waited for a while, and then me, Jonah, the glasses woman, and the elder sister of the siblings walked to the bakery to buy bread, and I was just really quiet then, and it was like took me a while. It's not that it's awkward, but there's definitely that. I'm just sticking around like an idiot kind of feeling. Because I have nothing to say. But I got myself a pineapple bun. The glasses woman paid, but I zelted her back. And then a little later, we went to Sunday school. And today's topic, we're still doing this love series. And 2 weeks ago it was how to handle a breakup. I really don't need to listen to that, but fine. Today's topic is about how to have friends when you're in love with when you're in a relationship. That's totally not my business. I don't need to learn that shit. Okay? Never been in a fucking relationship before, so the whole thing is just insanely boring. And I zoned out so many times. During discussions, I have nothing to share. That's pretty much it. And then Sunday school's over, and we went around for food. Thank God we didn't go for one of those Hong Kong style / Cantonese cuisine restaurants, because I already ate that stuff yesterday. We decided to go for ramen, or like somewhere where we can have wanko soba, because we need to eat something cold. It's so goddamn hot. And so we went to this restaurant called Aizen, which is in Little Tokyo, just to find out that it's closed. So we went to somewhere like a mall nearby. And it's a mall that I've passed through a little bit before, but never really ate there. So we went into a restaurant called Ochoron Ramen. And we had ramen there, and it's very salty, and it's very hot, and the weather's hot, the ramen's hot, everything feels hot, and it was just not a very great experience. Paid $19 for it. It was 15.5, but tax and tips, baby. And then afterwards, we even thought about going to have ice cream, but the ice cream, there's just too many people lining up for the matcha ice cream place. Also, the younger brother followed us to lunch, and there's also another girl who's like a Chinese girl but speaks Cantonese. Before seeing the ice cream shop, we passed by this Genshin Impact store where there's a bunch of anime stuff, but mostly Genshin Impact, like figurines, and you get the keychains, whatever. It's like a small Akihabara. But given that the younger brother of the siblings literally went to Akihabara like a month ago, and I went there like over half a year ago. Like, this place felt like child's play, but the Chinese woman was super hyped up about it. But anyways, that was fun. And then Jonah drove me back to church, and the elder sister drove me back. And I was so goddamn tired, I took a shower, and I went to bed. And I did not set an alarm. I'm just like, I probably won't fall asleep. If I do, I'll probably sleep for 1.5, 2 hours. And boom, I slept for fucking like 3 hours, all the way from like 3:30 to like 6:30. And I know I'm wasting a lot of time. I could have been doing something more productive. Lately, I've been very unproductive, but you know what? It's okay. I'm not even planning to review anything today. My hair's a mess, but I don't even need to fix it. I don't. Fuck it, you know. And that's it. That's it. So yeah, that's the thing for today, I guess. My laptop is crashing for like 3 times. So that's great. And I definitely won't be interviewing Benny tomorrow, which is kind of a good thing because I need to just wake up naturally. But also I'm watching Burning with Potter, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's that. All right, let's wrap it up. Time now is 11:21. Not a lot happened today other than church. Right after I woke up, after the re-sleep, there were a couple of pretty interesting moments. First of all, not very interesting, more so tragic. The elder sister, after she drove me back home, and she had to return to Chinatown or Monterey Park or wherever she lives. Actually, she doesn't live in Monterey Park. She had a car crash in Sawtell. And it's like the second time she's had a car crash within the last year. So this is kind of bad, and I feel a little responsible for this. The older brother made an Instagram story, and I'm like, oh no, what happened? And he's like, oh, it's okay. Everyone's fine. It happens. But now I feel kind of bad. So there's that. But if anything, I don't think I'll be going to church next week. And then the next 2 Sundays, I also won't be going to church because of Andrew's shoot, which is low-key exciting. But yeah, I felt kind of awful about that. Another thing that's actually quite interesting is Allegro randomly DM'd me asking me if I'm interested in joining an AFI feature film. Not even a short film, like a feature. If they need PAs for a short film for AFI, I am fucking signing up. But this is a feature film. This is next level. So I'm like, yeah. So he said, oh, you can. It's not like a commitment thing. Like you can just show up and then you can just leave halfway. It's like whatever. And I'm like, okay, that seems so good, too good to be true. But okay, I'll try. So I'll have to like text a guy. But yeah, I'm totally interested in PA. At least one day. I would already be very happy if I could like go one day. And then that's that. I also texted Cliff a little bit. Cliff agreed to watching Old Boy with me at AMC, so that's gonna be fun. Justin also randomly texted me out of nowhere during dinner asking me for a clip where an old guy in Hong Kong on the MTR was yelling because Justin was desperate to hear Hong Kongers swear again. And then I asked Justin about his short film, and he said, yep, that's right, I'm making one. And then I asked, when is he going to make it? And he didn't reply since. I spoke with Michelle a little bit, spoke with Retablo a little bit. And then I received an email saying that it appears that I've purchased food from a company called Kingsland Food Processing Company. And it's weird, and they're recommending me to throw away that immediately. And what the fuck? And it's from We, of course, because it's a sketchy Chinese site. But yeah, so I was trying to figure out which food was it. I thought it was the pork slices, but I think it's actually the pork ribs. And the thing is, I already brewed soup out of it, and it wasn't really that good. And that's probably why, because it's not really pork. God, I hope it's not like dog meat or something. I would be very upset if it was like dog meat or something. But yeah, I mean, dog meat is red. No way, pork is also mammal. Fuck, I don't know. But yeah, I already brewed soup out of it, so I'll still drink that, but Yeah, this is concerning. I'll probably throw away those ribs. And they look disgusting now anyways, because I've defrosted them and then frosted them again and defrosted them again a couple times already. So I'm probably not gonna eat that shit anymore. But yeah, that's really, really weird. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Tomorrow, I also spoke with Benny a little bit. So apparently Benny has to leave soon as well. Because he's going to Berkeley, because his younger brother is going to Berkeley, and then he's going to the East Coast for traveling, maybe with Ariel. I don't want to find out. So we and Benny have to definitely do the interview ASAP. Uh, and then that's it. And then after that, maybe I'll try to convince Gustavo. Maybe we can do a coffee with Skylar, and I'll secretly record it. I don't know. If it's just a quick chat, then I guess secretly recording it defeats the purpose anyways. If it's like a sit down and talk, then let's just fucking do it. And then with Liam, and then hopefully with Carly sometime in the future. But yeah, it's okay. I feel okay. I feel fine. I don't know. I feel okay. It's still a bummer with Leslie. God, I hate saying her name. It's still a bummer. I still feel sad. It's been over a month since I've seen her. It's been over a fucking month since I've seen her. But God, I still love her, but also not. I'm still like thinking about what did Benny mean by saying that she has boy toys. Maybe it's just a joke, cause Leslie doesn't seem like the kind of girl who would go around and flirt with guys. He's very much the opposite of that. She's very reserved. She hates everyone, despises human beings. She never does that. I feel like I'm one of the only guys she's ever been close to in a friendly capacity. Um, Either way, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters anymore. So, there's that. All right, time now is 12:43 afternoon on August 7th. Um, yeah, I slept from 4:50 to 12:30. I didn't immediately fall asleep. That's definitely because I had re-sleep yesterday afternoon. But yeah, it was still good. I enjoy sleeping. Holy fuck. I enjoy sleeping with the idea that I don't have roommates anymore. I don't think any new roommates are coming. They're probably waiting for me to leave at the end of August so that I could just, they could clean up the whole thing, like renovate it. But yeah, essentially there's that. I had a couple of dreams. I had a few dreams, but I only vividly remember two of them. One was I saw Pepper. I was hanging out with Pepper, either in LA or in Hong Kong. I forgot, but I saw Pepper, and she was really nice to me again. And even though I don't love her or anything, like, there's definitely that, oh, we could be, intimate together. She had my bike, and we hopped onto a metro, like a metro train, but it's not like LA Metro where it's dirty and stuff. It's like a speeding bullet train that's very clean. And somehow she fucked up and my bike got ruined. Like the wheels got folded and it like crushed. And I'm like, oh no, it's totally fine. Like I can just fix it, or we can find a spot to fix it. So that's one dream. And the other dream, I fell back asleep, and then I was in a classroom of sorts where Thomas was giving a presentation about love and relationships, and I zoned out because I don't want to talk about love and relationships. And Thomas, yeah, I zoned out, and then the presentation ended with Thomas talking about how, love and relationships are fake and they're not worth it. And that's like pretty controversial, but I don't want to like fight on that statement given that I've never dated before. And so the people hearing, I think, are all like Americans. some of the people I know actually, and they're all like, "Lol, this dude is crazy." And the teacher of the class, I forgot who, was like, "Okay, that's some CCP shit. That's like, Chinese government type shit, And then I think it's a she pulled up a quiz on the internet where it's like a bunch of photos that could potentially be Hong Kong. And I saw the first photo and I'm like, that's not even Hong Kong. That's traditional Chinese. It looks Hong Kong, but that's not Hong Kong. And I said, oh, I'm guessing it's Taiwan. And she revealed the location. Turns out it's Taiwan. And I'm really proud of that. That's it. So, interesting dreams. Very interesting dreams. Woke up thinking about Leslie again. Fuck. This curse never escapes. But the good thing is I don't feel that bad about that anymore. I don't feel that bad about it anymore, I just, I don't feel that bad about it. So, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I just wish that our storyline would have ended better, is all. I know it wouldn't work out, but I wish we could have stayed being friends. And she did offer to stay being friends with me, but I think that's a phony, not real offer at all. So that's that. Yeah, today's gonna be fun. I'm gonna meet up with Potter to watch Burning in the cinemas. And then, yeah, I'll have lunch here. I'll have dinner here as well. I don't want to spend money outside anymore. Last night, I found out that Aero Theater is playing Chungking Express on August 30th, which is fucking insane. And that's... What the fuck? And that's kind of an issue because that means I'll have to pay more, but I definitely have to watch that shit on a big screen. I don't know what's going on. But I told my mom that. My mom's like, oh yeah, I watched it on a big screen too, like when it was released. So, flex. But I bet everyone and their moms will show up to watch Chungking Express on a big screen. Like, I bet Leslie will show up. I want Cliff to show up. I bet Ken will probably go to watch that as well. Okay. The fuck. Well, someone's here to inspect rooms. Anyways. Yeah, and the guy from AFI has responded to me saying that I can PA on his set. Apparently he's a producer. I thought he's like the second AD or something, The AFI sets are probably whole empires, like a crew of 60 fucking people. But yeah. Yeah, yeah, so at least being able to hop on an AFI set would be fun. Look forward to produce Justin's short. Justin said his short will be like by the end of this month, not even by the end of September, by the end of August. I don't know how possible that is, given that we only have a few weeks. But I like the optimism, because if it's late September, then boy, I have to leave. So, yeah. I don't know, I just, I don't want to think about love and relationships, but I really think that I really hope I would fall in love with another person ASAP, because whatever happened between me and Leslie was so sorrowful that I must follow it up with something else, so that it doesn't feel as sorrowful. But yeah.
피고인은 진술을 거부할 경우에도 그로 인해서 불이익 받는 일은 없습니다.
Alright, time now is 12:03 after midnight. Just finished dinner, which is quite plentiful actually. 3 sheets of seaweed, rice, the lotus root peanut soup, pork chop, and some big bok choy with sugar, salt, chicken powder. Yeah, pretty hefty meal. I'm enjoying it. I'm happy about it. Um, the soup is a little sus, but honestly, the pork spare ribs does taste like pork spare ribs, but I don't know why. I'm just scared it's dog meat, but I don't really think it is. I wouldn't know though, would I? Given that I've never had dog meat. Yeah, but anyways, I'll never eat that pork spare ribs anymore. Um, Either way, I think, yeah, today was fine. It was fine. Hanging out with Potter was really nice. I arrived at 4:15-ish at Westwood, and I purchased the tickets right there on the spot. And yeah, and then I watched the film with Potter. We got to a candy store, and I bought some jelly beans. I didn't finish the whole pack, obviously, but ate a good bunch. And yeah, the movie was quite good, and I and Potter had a really nice discussion after it. Both of us were extremely hungry. Our stomachs were rumbling during the film. But after the film, I wanted to just walk back home because I don't want to spend money outside anymore because I've been spending too much money. And Potter said, "Why not eat something?" And I'm like, "Fine, but I won't eat much because I want to save money." And then Potter's like, "Yeah, you know what? It's okay. Let's just walk back then. Let's just go back and take the bus." And I'm like, "Actually, I'm planning to just walk back. I don't even want to take the bus at this point because I don't want to spend that $1.1. I realize I've been spending too much money on like literally everything nowadays. So I really just gotta keep it down." But yeah, that's that. Um I I don't know. I went back home, walked back home with Potter, and then we decided to, and then I went back and nothing happened. Yeah. Today was quite productive though, so far, anyways. I edited a review, filmed and edited a review, and yeah. That's it, actually. Huh. But I don't know. There are so many uncertainties. Right now I'm feeling fine actually. I'm really at a transitional point where I'm looking forward to going back home, but at the same time a lot of interesting things are happening. Like a lot of interesting opportunities are happening, like Justin Short or the AFI feature film. Michelle just told me that she won't be able to hang out with me on Friday to watch Phantom of the Paradise, but we can still hang out on Saturday. I and Michelle actually talked quite a bit about movie screenings because holy shit, I have too many movie screenings to go to. So I just went to watch Burning, and then later I'll be watching Phantom of the Paradise, and then I'll be watching Old Boy with Cliff, and then I'll be watching Amadeus at the Academy Museum, and then I will be watching Ashes of Time at 35mm in Secret Movie Club. And turns out Arrow is playing Chungking fucking Express. I have to go see that. And then Ken is watching Le Samurai in the Academy Museum. And then I also found out that the Academy Museum is screening so many great films, all the way from Yi to Y Tu Mama Tambien to Pink Flamingo, but all of which I can't see because I won't be in I won't be in LA anymore. But then you also get the Ozu films. The last 6 Ozu films are being screened, which is crazy. Good Morning, Late Autumn, like holy fuck, I want to watch those. So I don't know. There are just too many screenings. There's too many freaking screenings to go to. I need to save money. Apparently Michelle has only gone to the cinemas 3 times this year, which is like wild because I've gone to the cinemas like 20 times already. Over 20 times. Like I had a whole letterbox list dedicated to all this film screenings. I also made several Instagram stories. And I know I shouldn't think this way, but I was checking if Leslie liked them or not. But there was a moment. I made an Instagram story where I saw Burning, and a bunch of people liked it for some reason. But Leslie didn't. A bunch of people like Jonathan and Andrew and Naja liked it. But then Thomas saw my Instagram story and responded to me saying, just 4 words, "I hate this movie." without any explanation. Just 4 words. I hate this movie. And I found it so hilarious that I screenshotted it. I blurred out Thomas's name and I reposted it on Instagram story, but only to my close friends. And Leslie's in it. I also added Naja, and I added who else did I add on there? I added someone else. I added Ken on it, I think. And Leslie's liked it. When I made that story, I also thought to myself, that seems like the kind of story that she would like, and it turns out she did. So there's that. She also made a story like yesterday where I guess she's on some Excel spreadsheet, like cataloging or inventorying some I don't know, some stuff. And one of the lines in the Excel is fragile props in a fragile case. And she was like, took a photo and said, my self description, she's a fragile prop in a fragile case. God damn, if you're so fragile, then why are you hurting people like that? Oh well, you know what? It's actually great that I am not that. Yeah, I'm broken up by what she did to me, but honestly, I still have Cliff, I still have Michelle, I still have crap tons of friends here. And that's like such a huge achievement, That's such a freaking huge achievement. So, and the fact that I have USC connections and that's slowly branching to AFI is just like, that's great. Like a year ago, I was not even close to be able to do that. So, you know what? Kudos to myself. At the end of the day, kudos, But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be chill. I don't think I'll be going anywhere. Hopefully on Wednesday or Thursday, I'll be able to go to the AFI set. And then, yeah, we'll see. I guess we'll definitely see. But tomorrow, it's good. It's gonna be another whole day at home. I guess just exercise more. I don't know. Doing this is not working. This is not working. This is not training my shoulders. I feel like I have to do this to train my shoulders. I don't know. Yeah, draw, read manga. I really want to draw more, so that's that. Yeah, and that's it for today. All right, time now is August 8th on 1:49 p.m. I slept from 4:45 to 1:30 essentially, which is pretty cool. But I woke up quite a bit at around 10:30. So yeah, I had a couple of dreams. One dream involves food, and then after I fell back asleep, I dreamed about living in a new apartment and escaping. Now here's why. At 10:30, I was having a dream, and in that dream I could hear someone saying, free youth, like free the youth, like it's a protest slogan, like for Hong Kong protests. And turns out I'm not dreaming. Some guy was outside of my apartment yelling, free youth, and I don't really know what the fuck is happening. And that guy, I'm like, what the fuck? And then I heard key noises. And that guy opened the fucking door. And a luggage came in. And then for the next 30 minutes or maybe an hour, it's just nonstop banging. The door is banging. He keeps going in and out and in and out and in and out. And he thinks nobody's at home. Yet for some reason, magically, the AC is on. It's still on right now. I haven't turned it off. So he started like talking really loudly, like calling people like, hey, what's up with this room? Like, where is room number 3? What's something like that. And from what I can tell, this guy is like a buff European man. He's white. He sounds white. He's not Asian, so, fuck it. There goes my dream of having a hot Asian girl roommate. I can't believe it. I'm living in this building, in this really Asian area, in this really Asian establishment, and I have never had an Asian woman roommate. Actually, when is the last time I've ever had an Asian woman roommate? I don't think I've ever had one. I guess in the second host yeah, there was a Japanese woman, but that's it. Like, this is so fucking stupid. I'm like the unluckiest guy ever. But yeah, and I don't want to go out. I just want to sleep. But goddamn, it feels horrible. It's like seeing my own home invaded. I have all sorts of trash outside on the kitchen counter because I'm too lazy to throw them away. I got, the floor's dirty, and then and now he's invading. And again, if it's like an Asian person, I would feel less bad. But this seems like a buff white guy with an accent. I'm guessing like European, and also I'm imagining him bring his muddy boots into the apartment, and then now I'm thinking, oh, now I have to go out and tell him, hey, there's this rule where you don't wear shoes in the apartment, but they're not gonna listen to me anymore. So that's fucked up. So I may have to start wearing Crocs whenever I go outside because this is fucking stupid, and I'm contaminating my own bedroom floor by doing that. So yeah, all the more reasons for me to move into an Airbnb. But yeah, this is really fucking lame. I don't know. I can't believe it. I thought they're not gonna let anyone move in until I'm gone because of how terrible of a state this apartment is in right now. Like, the lights are broken, the floor is cracked up, like there are insects everywhere. I spotted a silverfish a couple of days ago at the kitchen counter. Like, it's god awful. Like, why would they let anyone move in? So yeah. But yeah, that's Q. That's time for me to go. God damn it. Why is it so difficult to find an Asian woman? I don't know. But that sort of led into my next dream where I'm in an apartment. It's not this one, but it's like a European apartment. And then there was a home invasion, and I immediately escaped. I immediately went out the back door and jumped down the stairs, knowing that I wouldn't take any fall damage. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, I got nothing to do today. All chill. No response from the AFI guy yet, which is a bit concerning. But I did get a response from Benny saying that he's basically not free every day to do the interview part 2, aside from tomorrow morning, unless we do it in early September. So let's hope we can try tomorrow morning. I don't know. I don't have that much to do anyways. And that's it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. All the, this is cue for me to look for a new Airbnb for real. Yeah, I'm gonna do some exercise today. That's it. Also forgot to mention that around 11 a.m. I think there's a Mexican guy who came in and was like, maintenance, and he actually came in and knocked on every door. Again, wearing his shoes inside. I can't stop them at this point. And he's like, there's room 3, and I'm like, there. I don't even want to leave my room, but room 3, there. And he's like, can you show me? Before that, he went to the hallway, and I was like, hello, 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 and he didn't hear me at all. I had to say that like 5-6 times for him to find out that I'm there. Yeah, that's that. Alright, it's 8:46 p.m. Yeah, just finished watching Tengoku Daimakyo. I watched 4 episodes together, back to back. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if that dude earlier in the morning was a roommate or not. I actually have no idea. Because I cook lunch, which is just instant noodles, whatever, silly, goofy little instant noodles. And I realized that there's no noise at all. The dude left, which is really weird. And then I thought to myself, what if it's not a roommate? What if it's just some random guy for maintenance? But that's weird because, you know, if he was just maintenance, then why did he stay for so long? You know, then why did he stay for so long, all the way from 10 a.m. to like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. ish? Maybe it's just something that needs to be fixed and it's taking him a long time. I don't know. But then at the same time, I checked my emails and I recalled that usually if I am going to get a new roommate, I would have a notification first. But then I checked my emails from TripleLink and they actually don't say. Roommates really just turn up by surprise, I guess. I really don't know. So if he returns tonight, then okay, fucking hell, this is a roommate situation. If not, then yippee ki I'm a happy boy. But either way, I don't think he's here right now. Great news, the guy from AFI responded to me saying that I can start going to set tomorrow. Just I sent him my name and my email address and I'm ready to go. So I have no idea. I don't even know where the set is gonna be. Someone will need to drive me there, but I'm fucking excited. I'm super fucking excited. So sign me up. I guess finally, okay, spoke with Benny. Benny said he won't be free until like September, early September. So yeah, unless we do it tomorrow morning, except Tova can't because Tova has a math exam. Finally, a very interesting moment, and that is like right after I finished watching the anime, I got a notification saying that someone is inviting me for LinkedIn, like to join up in LinkedIn, and it's out of everyone, it's Mary, the first girl I've ever loved. And I don't really feel anything from that. Like, I love Leslie more than Mary right now, obviously. But given that I'm writing a script about moving on from Mary, it's interesting to see that notification pop up. It really makes you think, you know, the Mary's still out there somewhere, human being, you know, and not just a figment of my imagination, despite the fact that I haven't seen her for over 3 years. So, yeah, you know, it's... Yeah, 3 years and 3 months, almost. You know, it's pretty interesting. But yeah, I really don't, you know, really don't care about romance right now. Really don't. If I'm going to the AFI set tomorrow, then I'll have to allocate some time to go to Ralph's at some point. Maybe on Friday. I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah. Alright, time now is 4:06 a.m. I watched one episode of Vinland Saga Season 2 and I think I should go to bed now. I did do quite a bit of exercise, but I don't feel sore at all. Hopefully I feel sore tomorrow morning, but yeah. I don't think I will be going to the AFI shoot tomorrow because I haven't received a call sheet or anything. So I guess tomorrow will be another free ass day. I think I'm gonna go to Ralph's tomorrow. Yeah, I also don't really know if I actually have a roommate or not. I don't think I do. I'm not really sure. Maybe this is just like partial move in, like maybe he's moved in some luggages and then he's sleeping overnight somewhere else and he's gonna come back tomorrow again. I hope that's not the case. I hope I stay here all by myself for a whole month straight. That would be ideal. I also didn't have time to read any manga or draw or do any of that today, despite spending the whole day at home. I just I have a habit of not doing anything. Like my time management skills have gone way off. But I hope I can do those things tomorrow. At least I did exercise today. That was really nice. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Apparently Cliff showed Justin my short film and Justin liked it. That's pretty cool. I really want to produce a short film. I'm gonna ask him tomorrow, I think. Yeah. Well, we'll see.